If you want to add any customized fields to your registration, you go to your settings and make sure that the custom fields is activated under additional. You can now add your custom fields, and there are different ways of doing this. The different input types that you can choose between is either text, drop down, checkbox, radio button, date, time, or extra. So you choose which one you want to use, in this case the text. And for a text field you simply write the text or the question you want to ask, and in this case the participant gets the option to reply by typing an answer. So for example, if you want to ask for a seated time or something, you can ask this question here, and you can also choose if it's mandatory or not to reply to this question in the registration. To add a new custom field, you simply press Add Custom Field, and a new one will appear. So in this case, the participant can type in what race they have their time from, and then add the time. If we want the participant to add a specific time from a previous event, so we add another custom field, and instead we choose the time input. And when the participant registers, they can fill out the time in this field. The next version is a drop-down menu, and this gives the participant the chance to choose one option out of a list. So this can be used, for example, if you would like to ask them for adding a meal after their race. So you type in the question, and you choose again if it's mandatory or not, and then you fill out your options here. So for example, a hot dog, and you can also add a price for the different options here, and then you add another option, and you type, for example, vegan burger, and then you can have a third option if you would like to add a salad or something, and yeah, that's it. Then the participant can choose one of these options, and the price will be added to their registration. So the next option is a checkbox, and this means that the participant can choose more than one option. They can add not only one of the questions to their registration. So for example, if you have the possibility to rent equipment or something, you can add all the different options here. So for example, you maybe have the option that the participant can rent a swim cap, a wetsuit, or a bike, and then you add all the options here, and you add the specific price for the different equipment, and you can choose as many as you want to add to your registration. The next option is a radio button, and this means that the participant can only choose between two different answers. For example, a yes or a no question. So for example, it could be that you can add transportation to the start line or something, and then you simply ask the question, I would like to add transportation, yes or no, and you can also add a price for this. The input type for date is that the participant can simply choose a date from a calendar to add to their registration. So the question here could be something like if you have accommodation, or if you want to know for how long the participant is going to stay for the event, you can ask this question here. And the last one, called extras, is if you add any merch to your registration. Maybe you're gonna sell t-shirt or hat or something, and you would like to also import a picture of this. You can choose this option. So you add the question, or you add the merch that you want to sell. You can also add a price to it, and you also add a picture of it to upload. So as you can see, this is very similar to the drop-down option, but the difference here is that you can upload the picture of your items that you are selling. And when you're done with all your custom fields, you press save and they will be added to the registration page.